Greetings. We are approaching Pentecost in 2 days, and we are happy that we will be having masses with our congregation, with our parishioners. But as you know, we posted some guidelines on our website, on our Facebook, and I talked about them last time. There will be difference when you come to the church. The first, you will come, everyone who is coming to the church on weekend will come through Smith Road enters. And there will be people there and signs that will direct you. Those who are coming to worship in church, they will be directed to the north parking. And those who are coming to worship with us in cars, they will park in south parking. And they will remain in the cars until the end of the Mass. Now, those who are coming into the church, when you come to the doors, there will be a sign welcoming you, and also where you should stop. And there will be a sign, you will be seated. So, usher will approach you and will lead you to the assigned seat. And while we have those assigned seats, it's important to keep the distance, so we know how many people coming as a family, individuals, and that will help us to keep the distance. So most probably, you will be not in your usual seat. So don't be disappointed, but that's what can happen. And once you are seated, you will remain in the church until the time you will be let out by ushers again. And all those who are worshiping in church, they will enter and leave the church through north doors. And you will be led by ushers. Please do not leave before time when ushers will lead you. All that is to keep our place safe and to keep distance between people. And we will do our best to really help you to worship safely in our place. So when you come, you will see something like here is a collection basket if you want to do offertory, because there will be no collection during the Mass. There's a hand sanitizer for sanitizing the hands. And also that sign, please wait here to be seated. So do not enter the church until usher will come and lead you to your seat. Also, at each Mass, we will have our staff members, 2 of them, and if you have any question, approach our staff members of our parish. And you will recognize them, they will have our shirts, they will have the signs, you know, that are staff members. So that's what will happen before Mass. Now we will go inside the church, and I want to explain a little bit about how we are going to receive communion. For the receiving Holy Communion, we have to keep distance, so do not leave the pews by yourself. Ushers will give sign which pew when should leave and come to the aisles. And you will see the marks on the floor to keep distance between people. So if someone is in front of you and moves, receives communion and leaves, you come closer. So it's very simple. It's self-explanatory, marks on the main aisle and 2 aisles on the side that are exactly the same. Now, because some people will wear masks, some they don't wear masks. It is highly recommended by bishop to wear, and I recommend as well. Of course, some people they will not, because it's not mandatory. So to prevent and to make or to put everyone at ease that we don't spread virus or talking to each other, we make a shield which will be placed in front of me and deacon. Only I and deacon will be distributing the Holy Communion during this time. So when you receive the communion, you come close to that shield and put your hands under. So I will be on the other side, and like always take the blood of Christ and give you communion. So it's very important, it's to protect you, to protect me, and everyone else who is present in the church. And of course, those who are in car for our service, they will receive communion after final blessing. I will come to the parking lot with deacon, and again we will have people there, ushers, who will direct how it is going to happen. Of course, we did the best we could. No one can predict anything exactly because we never had a situation like that. It's the first time. And I would like to say thank you to a number of our people who worked very hard to put those guidelines, people who sanitize our church. They work very hard, and we have to respect our work. I'm very grateful. Now, do we like those regulations or someone telling us what we are supposed to do? We don't. I don't like them as well. No one likes. But it is not about me or us. It is about other people who come to worship with us. And we have to respect people. Some are really afraid. They are very afraid. Some they don't care. We have different people. But following regulation will make as safe as possible. My biggest fear is, and that's not only mine, all those small owner businesses and other churches, when I talk to other pastors, that one person can ignore all the regulations. And if one person gets sick, and it will be traced that it happened in our church, we will be closed for a very long time. And to reopen, it will be much more difficult. They will be much more strict, and do sanitation and everything will cost us fortune, because they will be not done anymore by our people. They will put company who has to do. So really it is to protect all of us, but also to keep our church open. And that is not only my fear. I talk to other pastors and everyone knows exactly. If they trace any case, one case to our church, we can be closed for a long time. So I'm looking forward to celebrate together Pentecost with congregation, with our church family. And also, again, I'm asking everyone to be patient. I have to be patient in this time, all of us. We have to be patient and do our best to follow the direction, guidelines, that we can worship God as safely as possible. May God bless you all.